7 carry-on items that can get you fined or arrested in 2026. Air travel rules have tightened in 2026, and some items in your carry-on can lead to fines, confiscation, or even arrest. This breakdown lists 7 carry-on items that commonly cause legal trouble, explains why they're risky, and gives clear tips to avoid problems. Read this before you pack so you don't lose time, money, or freedom at the checkpoint. 1. Firearms, ammunition, and realistic replicas. Bringing a firearm or ammunition in carry-on luggage is treated as a major security violation almost everywhere. Even an unloaded gun discovered at the security line can result in immediate detention, criminal charges, and lengthy investigations. Realistic toy guns, replica firearms, or components that resemble weapons are handled the same way because they create a real security alarm and disruption. If a firearm must travel, declare it at check-in. Follow the airline's firearm and ammunition rules exactly. Lock it in an approved hard case and check it per airline procedures rather than attempting to carry it through security. Failure to follow these procedures can lead to arrest or prosecution and will almost certainly ruin travel plans. 2. Knives, multi-tools, and sharp objects. Small knives, scissors beyond permitted length, box cutters, and multi-tools are commonly banned from carry-on. Airport security enforces strict limits on blades and sharp implements because they can be used as weapons in a confined cabin. Even accidental possession, for example, forgetting a pocket knife in a coat pocket or in a packed bag, can stop your trip, trigger fines, and cause police interviews or detainment, depending on local legislation. Some airports confiscate items immediately. Others may refer you for further questioning. If you need blades for work or crafting, ship them, pack them in checked baggage where allowed, or mail them to your destination. Always inspect pockets, zipped compartments, and outer shell pockets before leaving home. 3. Pepper spray, mace, stun guns, and tactical devices. Self-defense items like pepper spray, mace, stun guns, and tactical batons are treated as weapons by most airlines and border agencies. A device packed in carry-on can be confiscated, and in some jurisdictions possession may be illegal and lead to arrest. Even when airlines permit certain items in checked baggage, passing through a connecting country with stricter rules can land you in trouble on arrival. Description and labeling don't protect you. Security and law enforcement consider potential for harm, not your intention. If you rely on a self-defense tool, research destination laws carefully and request legitimate assistance options from the airline instead of packing a device you're unsure about. 4. Lithium batteries, power banks, and spare cells. Lithium batteries and portable power banks present a documented fire risk and are subject to increasingly strict rules. Regulators and airlines now require spare lithium batteries and power banks to be carried in the cabin rather than checked, and some high-capacity or damaged batteries are outright prohibited. Packed in checked luggage, they can overheat undetected and cause fires in cargo holds, which is why authorities emphasize cabin carriage, terminal protection, and limits on capacity. If security identifies banned or unsafe batteries, they may confiscate them and you could face penalties if you attempted to transport prohibited hazardous materials knowingly. Always review battery capacity limits and packing rules before travel. 5. Large amounts of undeclared cash. Carrying large sums of cash without declaring it can lead to seizure, fines, and criminal investigation. Many countries require disclosure of currency above a threshold, commonly around $10,000 USD or equivalent, when entering or leaving the country, and customs authorities view undeclared cash as a red flag for money laundering, tax evasion, or criminal activity. If you must travel with significant funds for legitimate reasons, business transactions, property purchases, or family costs, bring supporting paperwork such as withdrawal slips, invoices, or bank letters, and declare the cash on arrival forms. Failure to declare can result in temporary seizure and a legal process to prove legitimate origin, which is costly and time-consuming. 6. Fresh foods, plants, seeds, and animal products. Bringing undeclared food, plant material, or animal products into countries with strong biosecurity protections can trigger heavy fines, confiscation, and even prosecution. Nations with strict control, for example, Australia, New Zealand, and several island economies, routinely issue infringement notices for undeclared items and may confiscate goods or levy monetary penalties. Dogs, X-ray screening, and manual inspections detect seeds, fruit, meat, dairy, and other agricultural items that threaten local ecosystems. Even packaged snacks can be inspected and rejected. If you plan to carry any food, check destination biosecurity lists and declare everything you have on the arrival form. Honesty reduces fines and speeds processing. 7. Controlled drugs, prescription medications without documentation, and illegal substances. Possession of illegal drugs is a straightforward criminal offense, but prescription medications can also cause legal trouble when carried without proper documentation. Some controlled medicines require the original prescription, physician letters, or special import authorizations depending on the country. Carrying medicine in unlabeled containers in quantities that appear inconsistent with personal use or without paperwork can lead to seizure and criminal charges. To avoid complications, pack medications in original containers, carry a copy of the prescription and a doctor's letter explaining the need and dosage, and bring only the quantity required for your trip plus a small emergency supply. Follow these practical packing rules and checkpoint behaviors to avoid fines or arrest. First, always check authoritative government or airline guidance for both your departure and arrival points before packing. Rules vary widely. Some countries forbid pepper spray, others ban certain foods, so a quick check prevents surprises. Second, declare large sums of cash and agricultural items on your customs form. Declaration is not an admission of guilt. It's a legal requirement that protects you if questions arise. Third, pack batteries and spare cells in carry-on, insulated against short circuits and protected from damage. Fourth, keep prescriptions and essential medical documentation with your medications and on your person. Fifth, if you need sharp tools for work, send them in checked baggage or by courier rather than risk checkpoint confiscation. Sixth, when traveling internationally, avoid assuming rules are the same everywhere. A permitted item in one country can be a criminal offense in another. Finally, if security flags an item, remaining calm and cooperative arguing or attempting to conceal the object will escalate the situation quickly.